up guys, welcome to a new video. This one is going to be a banger. We are at round 2 of the British Autograss Series. This is the pinnacle of the sport in autograss. All the best racers at one of the best venues here in North Shropshire. The sun is shining. We're about to find out, am I ready to race out with the best in the sport? It's the first time I've raced this series this year, the first time in my V8 car. The last time, if you saw the video, I did miserably. So, let's see what happens this time. Good morning. As I've explained, 2 cars this weekend. One, car A, not quite finished. Car B, backup car, which is by no means a backup car at all, but we're sticking with what we know for now. Car's already unloaded. If I just take you back that way a bit, I have set up behind me, the V8 car is out, unloaded, got the ground down, and I've got these awesome tents popped out of both sides of the trailer, which is like, for me, game changer. Just literally rock up, quickly wind them out, and it's set up. There's not only one, there's 2. So I've got 2 cars, so I'm putting one on each side. So that's as much explaining as I need to do. The V8's already out, the twin's in the trailer, so let's get the twin out the trailer, get that under, get the body on, which is behind me, you'll see all this, and then start getting last few final jobs done on this car, ready to go racing, because we are ready to go racing. The strapping system in this trailer is like, I guess it's fairly conventional nowadays for Brian James trailers, but like every time I use it in every different trailer I get, it's just, honestly, it's so nice to use, so easy. This trailer really is like just silky smooth to use. It looks awesome, but it's also just so nice to use, so easy. But yeah, literally it's gonna take me, like, if I wasn't talking to you, it'd take me 1 minute to unstrap the car and get the car out. It's like pretty crazy, really. So once we've got the cars out, obviously I bought this car because I've been working on this car all week to get it done. So I've just kind of got it with me. I don't want it sat in the trailer in the way, so I'm gonna put it out, put it under here. It's also quite nice to look at, and I'm gonna finish a few jobs on it over the weekend as well, so it's ready for dynoing. If you're wondering why am I flexing bringing 2 cars, I'm not really flexing, I'm not flexing bringing 2 cars. I just have been up country near this track all week doing this car. So actually I had to dash home and go get the other one so I could race it. So I've ended up with both here. But I thought it would look quite cool having the twin set up with the trailer and having both cars here. I've worked really, really hard to get to this point. So yeah, I guess after all the work, I kind of wanted a little bit of a proud moment seeing both of my cars sat here. So I guess it kind of is flexing, actually. There we go. 2 tents, 2 cars, lovely. I've got a bunch of other with me. But I think now, basically, get tidied up a little bit, get the last jobs done on that car, and start getting out of build mode into race mode. I've actually caught a little bit of a pant on here, and I'm breaking the bead of sweat already. It's going to be a hot one. Best thing to do for now for storage is throw it on the car. I'll probably have it back off the car later to do some work on it, but for now, body on the car is the safest place for it to store. Almost set up, 2 cars. This one actually looks better without the body on, because as you can probably see, it's a brand new car, not brand new body, looking a bit battered, but when I first started this, I used to like make sure that they were like, now I'm coming to terms with the fact that they never look brand new for very long, so you just kind of got to accept it. Sorry guys, just accept it. We're taking off the Farben Kyber. This is Farben Kyber. We're taking it off because we're not allowed it, in autograss rules, you're not allowed it. Which I actually just found out. Liam's pointless fact of the day. I just found out the reason why you're not allowed composite materials and everything has to be metallic is fair enough. It's because a lot of these tracks we race on are farmers' fields and that livestock come back on the tracks after the events. So if I crash with this and it splinters and shatters, matey's little sheep's going to eat all that and probably die from it. Whereas if I've got a metal one and it gets hit, it gets hit and it's a big bit of metal. The sheep ain't going to eat it, so makes sense. What I thought was a stupid rule actually does make sense, so my bad on that one. Morning. Are you here this weekend, yeah? You know it started at 7, briefing was at 8, I stood up and made sure they knew that you weren't there. Just so everyone knows, Dan Ray is not here. He's doing himself in the caravan.
Weekend prepping.
You know that's a bad thing. You know you're not supposed to. I don't do it. I've learned that testosterone is good for the racing. You're not meant to unload all of your racing force. Race 1 will be about 10:30 probably. Race 2 will probably be 3 o'clock, something like that. And then race 3 is tomorrow morning, and then if we qualify, finals tomorrow afternoon. So it's just 3 heats and a final, basically. Yeah, the only suspension settings I've changed is the corner control, just because I feel like on heat 1 in Wales, I had it on, and I was like, I'll just take it off. And I forgot I took it off, and then I complained about no side grip all day after that. Race 1 was mint. I'm basically just not going to change anything, just buy the thing, see what happens. There's no point in trying to reset it all, because I'll just walk around the track. No. I mean, he sent me all the pictures and stuff, but I haven't looked at the car, no. I might have to take a shit before I do anything else. So it's been a manic morning. The event's going pretty quick, so it's gone quicker than I thought it would, so we've been a bit rushed, but I'm in the car. I am race 3 in heat 1. Race 3 is stacked out with drivers, like it's going to be a tough race. The sun is shining, it's hot. The track looks great, super soft, super grippy, kind of how I like driving. So let's see, that might be famous last words, it might be completely horrible for me, but it's quite small. It's quite a small track, but I haven't even been around it. This is my very first lap. So it's quite a small track, but the dirt looks nice and soft, so the grip should be good. I'm going to make sure I go 2nd gear start, because the last time out in this car, I threw it all the way because I tried going 3rd gear start. So I'm going to go safe, 2nd gear start. We've done nothing setup wise. We're completely just as we were the last time I drove it, because I have no reference on what the car's going to do or what it's going to need. So I've just left it alone completely. And after this, when I get my first feel, I'll think about changing setup stuff for next time. But for now, the car's prepped. We think it's all working. The main thing is the clutch is fixed, because obviously the clutch was the biggest drama last time. The clutch is fixed, fingers crossed. Again, we haven't tested it. This is going to be the first chance we get to find out. Car feels good, I feel good. Sun's shining, stacked out race. Round 2 of the British Autograss Series at North Shropshire. Here goes nothing. Supercar got us back in one piece. We did some hero stuff getting back to our pit spot. I was the ballast, so normally I'm the driver, but in this case, Carl was a pro driver. I was just good for ballast to try and keep the front wheel up in the air. Got back, it was just a bolt snap, so fingers crossed, re-tapped the upright, put a new bolt in that I got straight from John X, he works, because he was right there when we broke it. We patched the body back together with cable ties and some bolts and stuff. Let's try that again. I actually messed up again. The start was terrible. So this might be lucky. It might be really, but it might be lucky. As I said, car's fixed enough, let's say. We're back in the holding lanes again. Yeah, I think the car's fixed enough to go racing. Got some issues, but we'll have to wait until after to get them sorted properly. Yeah, we've got literally a couple of minutes away from going racing again, so that went miserably. So let's see if I can make a bit more out of this one. Lane one was, to be honest. I'm not going to blame it on lane one, it's always my fault, but lane one was. So if I make anything out of it, I'll be lucky, but I've got to try. No point in being here and not trying, is it? So let's go see what we can do. These boys, they do not mess around. They do not mess around. And to be lined up against those people, yeah, and make good of it after that the first run incident, to go out there and do that, I think the best I could have hoped for. Phil Cooper is the man, probably. He was lane 6, so he had a good run in. He got a better start than me, but I think race pace, we were even. It was hard to, I was in second. I knew there was 8 people in the race. There was 7 people that could potentially be faster than me. It wasn't like there was 1 or 2. It was a packed out race. So I never do this, must be getting old, but I settled for second on the first lap. Like, he was in front of me, the rest were behind me, and I was like, I'm gonna take this all day long. So I just drove around the inside. It probably looked really, really boring. So sorry, everyone who wanted some drama. It probably looked really, really boring, but it was the safest way for me to get that result, was to drive around the cones. And Phil was going out wider and sometimes a little bit faster, but sometimes a little bit slower. And I was like, if I go out there, my normal Liam's going to kick in and I'm just going to send it. And either I'll overtake him or I'll come off. So, yeah, I'll take second place. If I can get races like that in these 3 heats, I'll be in the final for sure. And my ambition this weekend is to get into the final. So that's a good start.
No, it was good. It was really good.
Liam's Tech Tuesdays on Saturday, just because I'm a geek when it comes down to the technology and engineering. I thought I'd show you something that I've developed. Basically, this is like a Ford Granada Original Cosworth stub shaft, output shaft, that goes through the wheel bearing out the rear arm. And normally it's massive and really heavy and ugly. And so we've gone gun drilled, so you can see straight through it. So it's hollow all the way through, so it's drilled. And then basically we've machined everything we possibly can away from inside here in these pockets and around to get the weight out of this. So it's basically the same outer size, so it fits the normal standards sort of carriers, but it's much, much lighter. Then also with this combined, this is a disc direct mounting to drive flange. It's machined through around the outside of the spline, and then again, this would normally be round. It's machined all the way in as far as we can go to take as much metal away as possible. Because these cars are so light, they don't need a lot of strength, so this is probably already too strong anyway. So the combined package looks like this, which is pretty tidy. So yeah, the wheel bearing is here, drive shaft on here, wheel on here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty proud of that. It's a nice little touch. So we're just fitting one now because I bent one on this car when I crashed in South Wales qualifier. So we're just putting the latest evolution on to replace the one I broke. Right, this is dangerous. Got tools in my hand, which is always a worrying thought. and I have a silencer. So as you would have seen after heat 1, great result, but they called me into scrutineering afterwards and they gave me a little slap on the hand for being too noisy. So I call them the fun police, because obviously all I'm trying to do is make cool videos for you guys, and cool sounds make cool videos. So the fun police stepped in and said, no, too much noise. So luckily, I have this in spares. You would have seen this if you watched this video when we developed the exhaust on this car. You would have seen this had been made at the start. So I'm afraid, guys, gonna have to put this on. It's gonna sound miserable, but got a race and they won't let me race without it, so I'm gonna change it quickly. Here goes nothing. Pretty simple job, to be fair. Hopefully I'm qualified for this. But I'm gonna just take the time actually while I'm doing this to show you. I mean, I can't show you because you're behind that camera, but this is absolutely ridiculous. Like, there's 4 kilos there and there's less than a kilo there. There's a half kilo, 4 kilos. It's a lot of weight on a little lightweight car like this. But not only that, this thing's absolutely beautiful. Look at this, Vibrant Performance silencer and the Performance Tube Company material. It's just awesome. Like, titanium for the win, people. That is a thing of beauty. We must get a new titanium exhaust system made for this car. Remind me in the comments. If I forget and let it go, tell me, remind me in the future. I want to get a titanium exhaust done for this car, because imagine the sound that would make. Yeah, just awesome. Love it, like a magpie with shiny things. And here comes the misery. Let's see if it's quieter. If it's not, we're in big trouble. I think it will be. See what they say, hopefully they're alright with it. It's a massive silencer. I can't fit much more in there, so I don't know what else I can do, but we'll just take the risk now and see what they say. Hopefully, because they've seen that I have made the effort to put a big silencer on, they might let me go. But right guys, just getting ready now for race 2. I'm in heat 4. I'm in grid position 1. I've got drawn grid position 1 again. I'm not stoked about it, but it is what it is. I'm gonna have to get on with it. Got a solid race again. Dan Thomas is in there. Always good racing with Dan. He's super fast. That thing's a rocket ship. So got a good run in the first heat. Pressure's on really. If I want to try and qualify for the final here, got to get a good result here, win or second probably. So let's get on with it. The racing's already started, so let's get on with it. So, that was my first British Autograph Series race win.
Not so long ago, like I'm genuinely being serious, not so long ago, like a couple of months ago, I got my very first autographs win. Now, I'm just sat back in the pits after winning my first ever British Autograph Series win, which is the pinnacle of the sport. It's the top level with all the top boys. Oh, unfortunately, Dan broke a drive shaft. He was gone from the start line, but that would have been a fast race. But still, I think my start was absolutely amazing. So even if Dan was good, I think I would have got the lead. So yeah, that's a relief. Overnight, that should put us like in the top 3 or top 4 or something out of like 60 drivers. And I just said to Carl, coming from the only other time I've ever done this was the first time you saw me do it, and I couldn't finish a race. I couldn't finish a race. And now I'm going to sit overnight in like top 3 or top 4. That's, yeah, I've definitely not completed it, but I feel better.
Day 2 coming up right now is heat free or race free. It's a big one for me. Had a great day yesterday, got a second in the first heat and then a first in the second heat, which puts me like, I think like 3rd, 4th overnight. I didn't look exactly, but right up there out of a lot of cars. So I guess the pressure's on, but remember I'm here for fun and to show you good content. So this is race free. The sun's shining again, the grip's high. I'm in actually grid 8 now, I'm all the way on the outside. So I've had 2 races on grid 1, now I'm in grid 8. So it's going to be completely different. Maybe I'm going to go back to my more natural outside line of driving. Who knows what's going to happen. Car's ready, race is about to start. I'm just actually down here a little bit earlier than I needed to be, I felt, because I wanted to watch the start procedure. It's always good for me to get into my head. So I'm watching what's going on in the start, like when the flag goes, when the bungee goes, so I can program what I've got to do in the car to get the ultimate start. Because from grid 8, I've got to get the start to go round. So here goes nothing. Let's do it. Let's see if we can keep my head today. Let's see if I can make a BAS final. British Autograph Series final would be absolutely amazing for me. That's one of my ambitions when I came into this sport. So if I can make it today, pretty much my first proper go at trying, would be awesome. But it's not done yet. There's a lot of work to do. So wish me luck. So what has happened was, I don't really know what happened. I think I got a great start, so I'm really happy. And actually, I'm really happy with the whole race, actually, because I got the result I needed, and I'm definitely in the final now, which is an amazing accomplishment. But you probably just saw me getting emotional then. Now, what just happened was where I held, this just happened. So where I held the handbrake on the start line, I was doing like a full bore, load the clutch up, really wind the car up with the handbrake. It snapped the caliper off of the rear hub. So from the start I had no brakes. So I went into the first corner and I was competitive and I braked and nothing happened. And so I don't know what happened in my head, but like I knew I had no brakes. And you're doing 80, 90 mile an hour around the track. So like the reason why I was like buzzed up when I got out of the car is because I basically just put my life on the line to try and get in this Bass final. Like really I should have just stopped because it was dangerous because I knew I had no brakes. No foot brake, no hand brake, no nothing. Zero brakes. And 500 kilos and 400 horsepower is like a recipe for death. So I've calmed down a bit now, so I apologise, but we got the result we needed. We made the most of it. I actually got around the track pretty good. Dan got away from me, but then I stayed with him pretty good. So I'm happy to do that with no brakes because I had to lift early and throw the car sideways to lose the speed. I felt like a speedway rider because speedway bikes don't have brakes. So I was having to flick the car in really sideways and lose the speed so I get around the corner. But it took a lot in my head to focus on doing it. I was just going through, I didn't really think about it, but the reason what happened after the checkered flag, I couldn't get to the pits. I had to spin around in circles to slow down. And then it all went through my head what I'd just done. And I thought like, imagine if someone had spun on the track in front of me, I would have killed myself and the guy in front of me. So like, it was stupid. So emotions run high, but like when I say, when you put your life on the line, we really do put our life on the line in that case. So, but anyway, all that, we got second position. We got a 2-1-2, which means we'll definitely be in the final. So that's amazing. Stay tuned. Sorry, I'm a psychopath. Where's my other?
What is in the car? Wow, there's a bit camera's thread to it.
We need to check the other side.
Yeah, it's nowhere near enough.
We need to check the other side as well.
Yeah.
So that was obviously, as you saw, a pretty wild ride. We picked up quite a lot of damage actually, but luckily we're at an event where lots of spare parts are floating around. It's a great environment. People will loan me parts if I need, but I think I have all the parts we need anyway. So to give you a quick breakdown on what's happened. So what happened, I don't actually know, but the wheel bearing has collapsed. The brake caliper snapped off of the hub carrier. So this caliper snapped off of the hub carrier. So the caliper's come off the disc. It's wrapped around, snapped the brake hose. So the brake hose has been snapped off. The caliper's hit the arm, damaged the caliper, and the wheel bearing collapsed. That happened in the first corner. Now it might be coincidental or it might be caused from the hit, but like the hit was pretty hard. Like the things like the brake light have snapped off. And to come around here, obviously there's bodywork damage here, but this is the worst bit. Like the bodywork's savage. The door bars are all pushed in, the handbrake's bent over. So yeah, the impact was pretty savage. We're gonna have to go through all of the suspension geometry, check everything's square again because everything looks twisted now. Car's looking pretty tired. So yeah, that was a wild one, but the ambition was to qualify for a final. We will have qualified for a final. 3 top 2 results, a win and 2 seconds is a great result for me at this event. So I'm very, very happy, but we've now got our work cut out to try and get the car back into one piece because the ambition was to qualify for a final. But of course, now I'm in there, I'm not taking last place. So we've got to get the car working good so we can go try and do something special. Right, so that was emotional. We had hours to get ready. We've done lots of work to the car, prepped it all after the massive sort of drama damage from the race 3. We got it all done, we were very happy, got the alignment done, everything. Then my timing was just bad, rushed to the race, like literally missed the race almost, got down there, and on the way down there realised that we'd missed one part, no one's fault, but we weren't knowing until I'd driven it, but I should have tested it first. The disc was buckled and was pushing the pads back, so I had no brake pedal. Whenever I let go of the brake pedal, the brakes just went to the floor again. So I went to the line with no brakes. I was all dramatic and emotional because I'd just done a race with no brakes previously. I didn't want to do it again. We went out, and it was Andrew and Cole both agreed that just go out, probably get a red flag, go out and run around with no brakes and hope for a red flag. So I went out, I actually got a good start, but then realised I had no brakes, so I couldn't stop for the first corner. I went off with everyone else, almost spun. And then realised, oh, well, I'll drive around, because if I stop now, then I won't be in the rerun if they red flag it. So I just drove around in last, and then they red flagged it. So luck was on my side for sure. We've got another go at it now. We're fixing the part we missed last time, so we should have brake pedal. Grid 1's gonna be real tough. They've watered the track, it's super slippery, but we get another go at it. So let's go again.
Right, I could still be the disc.
Yeah, but you've changed this.
Yeah, but I mean that
That disc could be better.
not a known good disc, is it?
No, I guess not. I think try and get some grip side because it's going to be so wet. I think change the roll bar. Just don't panic on that. Make sure it's back together.
I'm done. I'm just bolting it up now.
You're happy with it,
yeah? It's literally bolt's just gone in. I've just readjusted this side.
Put it back together.
Yeah.
And it's not preloaded too bad?
No, not at all.
Right. Round it.
You went round it.
I almost went over.
You got 20 minutes from the minute that the car lands, they just said.
Where's the car?
It's coming. So once it gets back to your pit, you have 20 minutes.
It's like, how, this is my car is battered. I have not a straight part of my car left.
Just we need it back to there when he gets back there.
We need to put on the
Can't go like this every time, surely though.
We need to get the car back.
Rob, what's happened?
Drama. Liam equals drama. That was the first run of the final. The second run of the final. Oh, you've already seen what happened in the first one. The second one went way better. The made some changes. I fixed. Well, I think I fixed my head kinda. I was driving pretty good. I was like third, fourth, and second and third got into it. And I went ready to go around the outside of them to get in the second, and they just caught me and almost flipped me down the road. So, man, this is emotional. Got out of the car angry. Now I'm like, come on, we can fix it. So they're giving us 20 minutes to try and fix it. So let's see if we can.
The roll back. Get that bed there. Rotate.
Middle one.
Stop.
happened? Who hit me? I was in second.
You're in second and
Someone hit
Cameron
me.
tried to come around.
You run on the back of Cameron.
But I was in second behind Cooper.
Yes.
Yeah, you were
Someone
behind
hit me.
Cooper.
Someone
You
hit me and
were,
spat me off the other side.
that
think you.
was
So I think Cameron
Arch Bentley.
and Bentley come round the outside, and then
I went up the inside of all of them.
Yeah.
I was running on the front cone. I can believe
yeah,
I was doing
no,
it.
it was. He
On
was
the
on the
front-
second
on the
there.
front. No, it was me.
And then
A couple more laps, and then someone hit me. I just went straight to the back.
Cameron.
I was literally. I saw Cooper and I was catching him. Went fourth, third. So I was perfect. A couple more laps. I go to the inside of him because
Cameron
none of them could run the
stopped
inside
on the
line.
exit of the corner, or back right as he's coming out the exit.
Yeah.
You kind of run up the side of him, and then it spat you out towards the fence, and then you had to recollect yourself.
No, everyone
and then
went
that's
past me,
when
yeah.
you put
I
your
was
back
running like
towards
the
back.
first, second, third or whatever. I was
Yeah,
like
well, he was
top
on
three.
for second, I'd
So
say.
you're second.
What a ride, I guess. I don't know what else I can say. Absolutely wild. Highs and lows, absolutely crazy. We re-ran the last run of the final, the third run, third time lucky. It didn't end that way for me. I was very happy, I was confident, I was up like second or third, or I was definitely in the mix. So it wasn't even like I qualified for a final and then was just running around at the back. That run, we were right in the mix, and I think I caught into someone and I dropped to the back. It was an absolute disaster. It was chaos. I ended up missing the checkered flag. I think the lap count was shortened. I don't remember much. And then I stupidly carried on going over the finish line and crashed into the back of Andy Jefferson, which I had made a huge apology for because that was a stupid move. But in the heat of the moment, just going as fast as I could. I've had 3 attempts at it. Almost rolled over in attempt 2. You know, like it was a absolutely crazy ride. Like I told you, I'm very, very happy that I qualified for a British Shortgrass Series final. People didn't think I could. At times, I didn't think I could, but I've done it now. It was a mission accomplished for me. I also ran the final, didn't go my way. The cars are in absolute mess. We had to make a car from my twin car to the V8 car to get it going again for the third run. And the aftermath is this now, 2 cars in parts and I can't get them home. So we've got to put them back together again. Liam equals drama. Hopefully that's why you watched. I'm sure this will turn into a good video because it was absolutely I don't even know what word. A wild ride. Thank you very much for watching. Keep supporting. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification button and like the video. Comment, tell me what you thought. Am I an idiot? Should I have not driven like that? Am I lucky? Am I good? Tell me what you think. In the next one.